Beautiful glam girls, glam fam, glam everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Gabriellaglamour, or as you know me on YouTube, Gabriellaglamour. So today's video is going to be another makeup and story time. So sorry if I keep touching my hair. I get like the frizzies in the front and it bothers me, so I start pressing them down to try to like straighten them. I know it's annoying, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have to give a disclaimer, but here we are. Anyway, so hope you guys are doing well. You know, we're all at home in quarantine, in lockdown, I guess, and I thought, you know, let me start bringing more content since I have the time to do it. I've done every project you could possibly imagine in my house. We got a new dresser. I actually filmed a DIY like upgrade video about the dresser, about how I do the marble contact paper, switching out the hardware, making it look a little bit nicer, slash vlog that will be up soon. My husband and I also filmed 2 videos together for my channel, so I'm really excited about that. One is a hour-long Q&A and the other one is a story time together. So trying to bring you guys a lot of fun content. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm also doing a lot of cooking content, just keeping you guys in the loop of what I'm doing here at home to kind of inspire you. If you do follow me, thank you so much for the support and the love. A lot of you are reaching out saying that you're really loving my content over there because it's keeping you occupied and giving you some positivity and some light during this time. So I just want to say I love you guys. We're all in this together, and I hope that by creating this content I can help take your minds off things and kind of just share with you my life and give you something to watch and pass the time, because I know for me, watching other people do it, it kind of is a domino effect. We're all helping each other, and so I want to be part of that movement with you guys, and I love you so much. So today's video is another story time and makeup video. You guys really liked the last one. I feel like this is something that I could do, that I actually like to do, because I kind of am bored of like regular makeup tutorials. So for me, this is a better way to kind of do makeup and still be entertaining for you guys and share makeup looks with you. So we're recreating a makeup look that I saw on Kim Kardashian West. Let me show you guys the picture. So this is the picture of Kim, and I'll leave the link for the picture down below. And she has this beautiful golden eye with like the whole look is very gold and brown, but a lot deeper, and the eyes have a smoldering look to them. Her eyebrows are shaped and they're very red brown. Her lips are red brown. I just love this makeup. There's something different and sexy and sultry about it. It's very chocolatey with those gold tones that I really loved, and so I was like, I have to recreate this look. I asked you guys on Instagram if I should recreate it, and about 90% of you guys said yes. So I'm really happy about that. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So let's jump into it. I don't know how I want to put my hair back or not. Should I just do like a ponytail? I got like this bag of scrunchies, by the way, on Amazon. They're amazing. A bag of like 50 of them for $5 on Amazon. I will leave my Amazon store below for you guys because I get so much stuff on Amazon. I'm obsessed. And now that we have all the time in the world to just wait around for our packages. Pins in my hair, I also got those on Amazon. So my camera like stopped recording. I know I look crazy right now. So I am using a darker foundation because I'm trying to give myself a little bit of a tan look to kind of embody the look more. I didn't expect it to be this dark, but it's gonna lighten up. I'm gonna add a lighter color, and then once we do concealer, it'll lighten up as well. But honestly, the reason why I'm using this foundation right now, I'm mixing 2 colors that don't match me to get somewhat of a decent color. So this is the Lancome Idle Tint, and this one's too light, and then I have the Born This Way in Buttered Pecan, which is too dark. This is more like a super dark summer color. So I mixed them together to try to get something decent, because I don't want to waste like the foundations I like wearing outside since I'm not going anywhere. But together it was still too dark. I put too much of this one, so I'm gonna add more of the lighter one. This is in the shade 390 Bisque, and this one's Butter Pecan. And then for primer, I started out with my Caudalie I started with the Caudalie Beauty Elixir Spray, and then I used the Milk Hydro primer before I did my foundation, which I think was probably the wrong move for this foundation, but we're gonna save it. We're gonna save it. Pretend we have a tan right now. I wish, right? So for this story time, I'm gonna be telling you guys about this time that I went out with my cousin. So my cousin is an interesting person. She was raised a lot more, what's the word, I guess overprotected in her family than I was. Like, my mom let me have more freedom than my cousin did, and my cousin's older than me, right? And like, I can't even really get into it too deeply because there's just so much I could say. But as I got older, my cousin kind of like stayed behind in a sense, I guess, because of the way she grew up. So once like me and Antonio started dating, we tried to like hang out with her more and like bring her out with us and stuff like that. So my family lived in upstate New York and we lived in New York City, so we would drive up there to visit them and stuff. And my mom, because Antonio could drive, and at this point me and Antonio have been together for a few years, so my mom would let us take the car to like go hang out. And so my mom was always like encouraging me and Antonio to like hang out with my cousin, take her out with us, because she was more sheltered. I'm using KKW concealer in 2 and 3. So she'd be like, you know, like, you have the car, like, go out, because we would spend the night. So like if we went for the weekend, we would be there, you know, Saturday to Sunday or whatever the case is. So we were like, yeah, like, let's go out. You know, I don't know what we're really gonna do all the way in upstate New York, but we'll make it happen. Like, we'll take the car, we'll find somewhere to go, whatever. So she's like, yeah, no problem. And my cousin, like, I don't know how to say this, but I just have like a somewhat tumultuous background with her, like a tumultuous history. And because of how she was raised, like very sheltered, she would like hide her boyfriends from her parents and stuff like that, whereas like I never had to do that. So she would basically like use me to hang out with these guys, right? So she would be like, oh, let's hang out, blah blah blah. But then it really wasn't like to hang out with me, it was more to get out of the house so she could like go hang out with some guy or something. So I wasn't like super excited, but I tried. I was like, fine, like, let's go hang out. I love my cousin, I want to hang out with her, let's go out. So she was like, okay, like, we're gonna go to, like, I'll tell you where the bars are and we'll go like to the bars, whatever. I'm using the Fenty matchstick in the shade Truffle. Matchsticks, yeah, that's what it's called. This is an Il Makiage buffing brush. So she was like, yeah, we're gonna go to the bars, like, let's go bar hopping. I'm like, dope, whatever. So we go to this bar and they have like this little lounge area with like a stripper pole, and I'm dancing, having a good time. So I'm like, wow, nothing shady is going on, like, this is cool, like, we're actually hanging out, we're drinking together, we're at the club or the bar, we're having a good time, whatever. So everything seems nice, and I'm thinking, wow, like, maybe she's growing up and changing and not, you know, using me to go like have her little escapades. So after we went to this bar, she's like, you know what, I'm hungry. Like, I'm hungry. Mind you, we were gonna go home. She's like, I'm hungry. Aren't you guys hungry? Let's go out. Let's go eat. I'm like, you're hungry all of a sudden? Like, and mind you, my cousin is really thin. When I say really thin, we're like a number 10 standing next to each other. Like, she is very skinny. So, and I'm not saying that skinny people don't get hungry. I'm saying that she's not the kind of person who's the hungry one. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's so weird that you're like pushing so hard to go eat. But I'm like, cool, whatever, more reason for us to stay out of the house longer. So we go to this pizzeria and everything seems dope, you know, everything's cool. We're eating pizza, and then all of a sudden this guy walks in. Now, because of her track record, because she's done stuff like this to me before, where we'd be hanging out and all of a sudden some guy shows up, And I could already tell, like, he's walking over here, like, what's going on? So, and this guy looked a hot mess. You know, I don't know if you guys are familiar with, like, upstate kind of country, you know, fake hoodlum kind of dudes, but they look ridiculous. They always look like they're trying so hard to look like a 2003 Snap rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, they look like they went into like Little John's closet in 2003 and like took whatever was left. They just look stupid. They look just a mess. So immediately I could tell this was like one of her little loser friends that she was trying to hook up with. So he's walking towards us and I'm like, oh God. So of course she acts like we're dumb and she's like, oh, this is my friend. Oh, hi. What a surprise that you're here. Would have never thought you'd be here. You come here? Wow, crazy. And I'm just like, you set me up again. Like, you set me up again. Am I dumb? Like, do I look dumb to you? Alright guys, I'm using the KKW brightening powder in #1. And this is an Il Makiage Tulip powder brush. So I'm just gonna pack that. And I'm not gonna swipe it away because I want it to work as our like baking powder so that my eyeshadow doesn't fall away or whatever. I'm gonna do my brows. So I'm gonna do them a little different than I usually do. I'm gonna use my Benefit brow pencil, but I think I'm also going to use the Benefit brow like little wax in the color 4.5. And then I also have this pencil from Makeup Forever. This is called Limitless Brown. It's a really nice warm chocolate brown. I usually use it on my lips, but I'm gonna use a little bit in my brows because I want to kind of get that chocolatey brown color that she has. It's a little bit of a red brown shade. And I also have this, is this red brown? No. Oh, here it is. This is also by Il Makiage, and this is a little bit of a taupey brown. So I just have a couple products here that I'm gonna kind of play with and see which one works, just so you guys know that's what I'm doing. So the guy walks in, she's acting brand new, like I don't realize that she set me up again. And I'm just like, sis, I know that you told him to meet us here, because this is what she would do. She would tell us that we were gonna hang out and it was just gonna be us or whatever. But then she was telling the guys like on the phone that, oh yeah, I'm going out with my cousin, like meet me here, and just like pretend that you just happen to be there. You know what I mean? And I didn't understand why she would do that, because I'm like, bro, I'm your cousin. Like, just tell me that you want to hang out with this guy. Like, I don't understand the secretive like whole like game. Like, is this, maybe that's what she likes, maybe that's like part of it, the game of pretending that, you know, I don't really know. So yeah, so you see how it's adding that red brown, and I'm gonna like define my brow a lot the way hers is, because it's more the vibe, you know. So the guy comes and sits with us at our booth, and I'm already like annoyed. Antonio's annoyed because she's done this to us before, and it was just so awkward. Like, we're sitting there, it's so awkward. The dude is not really like making like conversation, and it's just obvious that they just wanted to see each other. And now me and Antonio feel like a third wheel basically. It's so awkward. So we eat. It was a really awkward, I wish I remembered more of the conversation. Like, I don't remember too much of what was said just because it was so long. So I went in with the Benefit like brow highlighter pencil and just did like a really heavy line to really brighten up under the brow, so it looks a little bit more clean without having to overdo it with a lot of concealer. So I'm like, dude, like, why can't you just be honest? Like, I don't know what the problem is. And I wish I could remember like what was said, but I just remember it being so awkward. And you know, so we're like, you know, we're trying to make it obvious that we're not too happy with him hanging out with us, because like, you know, you don't know this person. Like, you as my cousin, like, you might think you know him, but I don't know him, and I'm not the kind of person that likes to just hang out with strangers. Like, that's not my thing. I'm gonna set my brow with this color. This is called Inhale. It's from the Urban Decay Petite Heat palette. It's like a really light white shade. like a pale pinky white. I'm just gonna use a little bit of that to set that brow. I'll check again the picture to see what she has, but just to set that powder that I put, I mean the pencil that I put, because it's kind of like the same color. So I'm like, you know, I don't know this guy. Like, I'm not the kind of person that wants to hang out with a stranger. That's not really like my thing. I'm gonna switch to a MAC 224 brush. I'm gonna go into the Bare Necessities palette from ColourPop, because this one pretty much has all the colors I need to make this look. So I'm just gonna go in with like the light, you know, medium tone, like brown shades, just to create that initial like background color before we start actually creating what the final look is gonna be, because I like to have some nice shades that help everything blend out. This is called Hot Gossip. That's the color from this palette. And then I'm also gonna go in, I think, with Complicated and Hot, which is more of a red orangey brown. This color here. So yeah, I'm not the kind of person that likes to hang out with strangers, and it was just uncomfortable because he's just talking weird and being weird, and I don't know this person. But then she has the nerve to be like, oh, can you drive him home? And he's like, oh yeah, I live close by or whatever. And I'm just like, so is this your like sad little attempt at hanging out longer? You know what I mean? So of course, like, we're not gonna say no, because how like awkward. I upped the brightness of the light because I felt like it looked a little dark. Let me know what you guys think. I'm still trying to figure out, you know, lighting with makeup tutorials because I haven't done them in so long. So I'm just building up that orangey brown shade because we really want that shade to pop through the darker browns that we're gonna place. Yeah, so I kept building up that Hot Gossip shade. Excuse me, Hot, that reddish brown. It's like a rust. It's so pretty. We really want that to pop, because remember, we're pretty much gonna cover the lid, so you really want to build that in the crease and let it kind of fade out to the brow. So yeah, so he's like, oh, can you take me home or whatever, I live close by. And I'm just like, it's just annoying because, you know, like, my cousin's grown as hell, so it was just really annoying. So of course we're like, fine, we'll take you home. So what can I do on the lid? I'm gonna do, it looks like it has a little bit of a cat kind of vibe to it, a cat eye kind of vibe. So I think what I'm gonna do is take this smaller brush from ColourPop. This is the E21. It's like a little pencil, and I'm gonna take the darker brown shades and a little bit of the black and kind of create like a soft wing shape, and also bring that to the lower lash line too. I'm gonna go in with Velveteen first, right? I'm gonna put that in the outer corner first, and then I'm gonna take Baubles and start softly, like, almost creating this outer V, outer corner shape. Yeah, like that. So so we're like, fine, we'll drive you home. So I don't remember like the car ride, but it was, again, just so awkward. And I'm just like, bro, like, I don't understand why it's so hard for people to like make their own freaking plans. So then we pull up to the dude's house, and she's like, he's like, oh, there's my brother outside, like, don't go to the front of the house, my brother's crazy, bro. He's just acting weird. And then my cousin's like, oh yeah, like, I talked to his brother too, and, you know, I think he has a gun. If he sees us, he'll like kill us, because I'm talking to his brother too, and we're all like, I'm dating both of them, haha. And I'm just like, what in the boondocks mess have you gotten me into, sis? Like, What is you talking about? He got a gun. Excuse me. What are you saying right now? Like, what are you saying right now? Like, I'm not about that life, guys. Like, I'm not from the boonies, okay? I'm not doing that with you. I'm not playing those little Boondocks games with you. I'm not about it. So I was like, sis, are you serious? I mean, nothing happened. Like, you know, he left. We got the hell out of there as soon as he got out of the car. Cause, you know, you don't gotta tell me twice, neither. Okay? Alright guys, so I took a break and I finished this eye because I felt like I was losing my direction. So I went over the photo, kind of played around, and I came up with this, which I think is a lot more like what she has. So like I said, I like what I have going on, but I felt like this is a little bit better. So let me walk you guys through what I did. So after you get your crease color and the beginning of that black, it wasn't enough to really get the look that I wanted over here. So what I'm gonna do is take this gold liquid liner and put that all over my lid as a base. I'm just putting that all over, even in the inner corner as well, because this is gonna be our base. I'm gonna take a flat brush, pick up the shade Genie. It's the gold shade from that palette. Pack that all over and you can see how intense it looks. I'm gonna take the other side and pick up the shade Idle Hour. Put that in the inner corner and let it blend into the gold. Because she had like a really light white gold and then it blended into the yellow gold. And we want to intensify what we have over here. So I noticed that her look was very nuanced. There's a lot going on. So I got my pencils, because she does have pencils like this in her collection. I just don't have them. So I have a gold, a rust, and a black. These are all Urban Decay. So the gold one, I'm going to put that in the inner corner. And then also in the lower tear duct. I'm going to take the rust color liner. And I'm going to meet where the gold is down here. And put that kind of halfway through. I'm gonna take the black liner and I'm gonna do the very end, as well as line out here softly. Go back into the little pencil brush and I'm gonna blend it into everything. That's so much better. I think mine is a little bit more dramatic than hers, but I also have bigger eyes than her. I'm also gonna finish it off by adding this rusty red brown color to the lower lash line as well, on top of what we have now. And this is the shade Revel and Fuzzy. I'm taking two different ones. I'm gonna pack that down here. Do you see how it's like a rusty color? I'm popping on my favorite lashes. These are Dodo lashes. You guys can use my name for money off your purchase, dodolashes.com. I'll pop on my lash and then I'll be back to finish the face and the story. All right, I also finished off with some clear brow gel. I feel like it makes such a difference in this brow look. So instead of brushing them up, you want to brush them to the side and like lay them down a little bit. I will say, I feel like I went a little too heavy on everything, but we're not going outside. We'll take some photos. I feel like it looks more dramatic on camera, but in real life it doesn't look as dark eyes. Like you can see the blend more. Maybe that's me. Maybe when I'm editing it'll look different. I'm gonna finish off the face with Urban Decay. Like this is like their powder foundation, Naked Stay the Fix. This is in the shade 60 WY. I just kind of want to smooth out the skin more. and see how it looks. Seems nice actually. I feel like it blurred my skin a little bit, made it look a little softer. I'm gonna go in with the coconut bronzer from ColourPop. This is the shade Talk to the Palm. So yeah, this wasn't the first time my cousin's done that shit to me. Like, she's done that a few times. There was one time that we were in the mall with my grandmother and she did it again. Like, a guy showed up and she pretended that it was just a coincidence. And I'm like, bro, like, you obviously told him we were coming. It's just weird. And then there was this one time she did it where she like disappeared on me and Antonio. Like, went to meet up with this guy, and like, my cousin's 6 years older than me, so this isn't like a little girl that I have to watch, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, if she says, oh, I'll be right back, I'm gonna go over, you know, over here or whatever. We were in, I think we were in Manhattan, like in the city, hanging out. And obviously I'm a grown woman, I live alone, like no one has to give me permission to go anywhere, but my cousin needs permission to go places. But I'm not gonna tell her, no, you can't leave. Like, I'm just not gonna do that. That's not my responsibility. So she was like, oh, I'm going over here for a second, whatever. I'm like, girl, you do what you do. Like, you do with your mama on your own time. I'm gonna use this Flesh blush in the shade Hug. From the picture, it looked like she had a really nice orangey, peachy blush, like right at the top of her cheekbone, like right over the contour. So I'm gonna try to like recreate that kind of look. So I'm like, yo, you want to go wherever you want to go, you do you. Just don't get lost, keep your phone on, whatever. So my aunt calls me to like talk to my cousin, and I'm like, I don't know, she left. Like, she said she was going somewhere, she's coming right back. Call her phone, and my aunt starts going off on me, literally going off on me, like saying all this crazy stuff to me and basically making it seem like it's my responsibility to like watch my cousin. And I'm just like, do you realize as a grown woman, like, why are you yelling at me? And that's like one of the toxic reasons why I don't talk to them anymore. I love you from afar, sis, but I can't deal with that. I'm gonna spray my face again with the same Caudalie spray to take away the powderiness. I'm gonna use the KKW highlighter palette to highlight. I'm just gonna use the gold shades. There's like a light gold and a pearl gold. I'm gonna use both of those. So yeah, I'm like, why are you yelling at me like it's my job to watch this grown-ass woman? Like, no. Like, no, she can watch herself. I'm not. So there's just been a few instances of stuff like that I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I'm not doing this with you. You're a grown-up, I'm a grown-up. I'm not playing these games. So that's the story. I mean, like, I could probably think of more. It's just I have a bad memory. I could probably think of more instances where stuff like that happened, but yeah, the whole Gunn thing just really threw me. I'm like, yo, you really have the nerve to like have this man meet us, we don't know him, and then, oh, also put that rust color pencil in your waterline. It makes such a difference in the look. I'm gonna go in with Nude 2 from KKW Beauty, and then I'm gonna make it darker and more rich brown with the same Limitless brown from Makeup Forever. And then I'm gonna kind of blend that in a little bit with MAC's Peach Stock. I'm gonna take more of the Limitless brown, and then to really make it look like that rusty golden brown shade, I'm gonna take this lip gloss. I know that she just came out, or they were gonna come out. So finished off with this Becca lip gloss. This is in the shade Chocolate Geode. To make it a little bit more red, I'm gonna bring in this reddish brown shade from Too Faced, just to get a little more rustiness. That's perfect. This was from the Christmas collection, and this is like a little bit more of a rusty red brick kind of brown. So adding those two, like the combination of that together, is gonna give us a little bit more of that reddy, rusty brown kind of color that Kim is wearing. So that's pretty much the final look. Like I said, I think I went a little too heavy on the eyes for what Kim has, but because I have bigger eyes, I feel like it's okay. Definitely gets the look across. My hair is being weird. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, what do you guys think of the look? Are you here for it? Do you like it? Let me know if you guys like these makeup and story time videos. I'm trying to sit and like think back on my life and see what stories I can tell, because I feel like I'm boring and I don't have any stories. I had to like talk to my mom and my husband and be like, guys, what has happened to me? Like, what can I talk about without being too personal? So I think I have another one in mind that's kind of cool that I would like to share with you guys. But we could also do story times, like other people's stories. If you want me to share your story, please leave it in the comments, or you could even email me your story. I could share your story. If you have a creepy story you want me to read, something you've written, I don't know, you guys let me know what you're into and I will do it. I'll try to keep bringing these makeup story times for you. So let me know if you liked it. Please leave a like on this video. Everything, all my links, all the products, everything will be linked down below. My Instagram, my blog, my ebooks. If you want to edit your photos like me and learn about editing and photo editing and Instagram aesthetics and all that stuff, my ebook is down below. You could also book me for a video shout out, birthday, anniversary. I could break up with somebody for you, just, you know, whatever you want. You could book me for that. You could ask me questions. There's so many links down there, so definitely check it out. Everything you could think of, merch, all that kind of stuff is down below. I love you guys. Stay glam. If you like this video, please give it a like, share if you care, follow me on Instagram. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. We will get through this. We're strong, and stay safe, stay inside as much as you can. Love you. Bye.